Welcome one and all to the second part of These Are the Voyages, Everything Old is New. We're carrying straight on from our last part, so we've nicked the first component that we need, and we just need a plank regulator. Unfortunately, there are some Starfleet security patrols in the way. Now, yeah, we get it slightly wrong at this point. You're supposed, as far as I can tell, to let the patrol go into this room, and then lock the door behind them. However, in this case, we've locked ourselves in the room and the patrol is parked outside and showing no inclination to go anywhere. So the rest of the team's backed up from the door. I'll unlock it, it's opened, and nothing's happened yet. Yeah, that lovely second of staring at each other and then all hell breaks loose. Yeah. Memo to Cryptic, please, I want these old style phaser pistols. I'm sorry, can we have these as a reward for next week? Just, even if it's only as a loot option, because frankly, that's so much nicer than these phaser bags. The assets are there already, so hey, why not? Please. Certainly it does a better job of retro than the recoloured Mark 10-ish phaser bank you gave us. Yeah, Fyrix kind of locked us in at that point by accident, and I apologise if we just killed anybody's grandmother with plasma burns. It was entirely accidental. There's another room here. Again, you can pull the lock-in trick if you want to. Obviously, we've just taken out the patrol, so that's not an issue. Anyway, toddle along to the next room. Love the primary colours. Yep, Davidian's around, and talk to the ensign here. She's working on the console. We need the bit in those consoles, and she's not about to see reasons, so just give her a little tap. There we go. Now the console is live, so this is where some delicate engineering skills come into play. Unfortunately, we don't have any delicate engineering skills, so, well, we just have to make do. Obviously, it's pretty simple. Work from top to bottom, follow the instructions in the manual. Oh, come on. No one ever reads manuals. Manuals are for sissies. Manuals are for wussies. Ouch. Yeah, manuals are for people who don't have a liking for 50,000 volts across their bodies. Dear God, you'd think I'd be used to it. They practically make it Starfleet standard training in the 25th century. How to survive a 50,000 volt panel blowing up in your face. Anyway, we have the bit we need. This room to the west appears to be a dummy, or if it isn't, we never worked out how to get into it. So we'll toddle on round and take the turbo lift. At which point things go rather wrong, because security have worked out where we are, and we have a few seconds to lock the door and then leg it through the Jeffrey's tube. I've no idea what that explosion was, but yeah. Now, you can just tiptoe around here, but oh, Fyrix. Yeah. Phaser pistols, please. Thank you. Really want that phaser pistol. It's such a nice change. If you're going to go retro, yeah, why not? You know it makes sense. Interesting point there is that it didn't disintegrate that guy. Now, I've no idea if that's just a usual side effect, but it may also be a nod to the heavy stun order at the beginning of this away mission. And yeah, back to diplomacy. We get to lie like a hairy ape, and there's a nod to the fact that your clothing might not quite be standard issue for Starfleet in this time period. So yeah, apparently we had to borrow the intruders' clothing after the intruders borrowed ours. Well, it's only half a lie. We are wearing the intruders' clothing. It just happens to be ours as well. Can you borrow from yourself? Meh. Anyway, lift's unlocked and we're toddling back to the maintenance shaft. Didn't we come this way last week? Meh. Anyway. Finally, we are up to the right level, so we need a induction coil. And you have probably guessed from the mission name just who we are about to run into. And let me guess, you all thought it was going to be Spock when we heard the rumours about Zach Quinto being brought on board for some voice work. Nope, Bones. He really does deserve some airtime. The character never got much compared to Kirk and Spock. Interesting point there. I've got that dialogue choice because I'm science. I would imagine tactical and engineers get different analogies for working out how to hit the reset button on a brain. So, Bones is trying to work out how to hit the reset. He tells us straight off one of the bits of info we need, minus 70 millivolts. And yeah, if you do start the conversation over, it starts it over for the whole away team. That is worth bearing in mind if you're doing this in a group. So, scan them, make a note of the data, and make a note of the standards. You can discuss it with Bones if you want. He will repeat the information if you missed it first time around. But it's basically a straight memory game. We've done these before. Minus 70, plus 30. It's actually... I can't remember which way I set the channels in the end. It's there, you just need to pay some attention. And I wasn't paying attention at this point. I really wasn't. Mind you, it didn't do anything too unpleasant to him. Well, more accurately, it didn't render him any more blown up than he already was. And yeah, I'm never going to make a good neurosurgeon. Combat triage is my thing. Anyway, that's got his brain reset, so that's him sorted. McCoy takes off to the captain, and you follow. And yeah, the induction coil is just down that corridor to the left. So while McCoy is fixing everyone up, we'll just tiptoe away. No one's going to miss us. Hopefully nobody is going to miss an induction coil that's 20 feet tall and weighs considerably more than I do, but magic hyperspace arsenals, nobody notices. I'm not even going to ask how I fitted that into my trouser pocket. Anyway, the sensors turn up an oddity that Driffin's Comet is essentially one big triolic battery, and we're going to have to destroy it somehow. Yeah, actually no, there was a mission in which the Enterprise didn't have the firepower to wreck an asteroid. Yeah, Davidians at this point, don't wander off from your team. It is bad. And for some reason, the proton gun at this point will happily chain onto you. Ferrix and I shot each other in this fight, as you have just seen, but this is a short and sweet fight. Except we now need a bit of medicine, and our stock of it is completely wrecked. Which is ironic. You'd think we'd have known that we'd get phased to deal with the triolic radiation. However, go talk to Bones, see if we can borrow some medicine. And yeah, he sees straight through the fact that we're lying to him, and we need it for ourselves. And indeed, you don't need pointy ears or green blood to work out that standing too close to any source of radiation can be rather bad for your health. Anyway, that is the end of our little time travel jaunt for this week. We will be going back again next week, and Franklin Drake sums up a little point as I really don't want to know how he plans to smooth out any ripples in the time stream. I really don't. Yeah, it's probably going to be something horrifically unpleasant and unethical knowing Section 31. Because let's face it, whenever anyone from Section 31 asks you to trust them, that's probably a good cue to start running as fast as you can in the opposite direction, or to at least update your life insurance. Anyway, that has been These Are the Voyages, Part 2 of Episode 4. I have been Yuzral, this is 12th Fleet, and I'll see you next week.